Are you ready to take your virtual reality gaming to the next level? Get ready to immerse yourself in a whole new world with the latest PSVR2. And the best part, many of your favorite PSVR games now come with a free upgrade to the latest headset. In this video, I'll show you every PSVR game that has a free upgrade to PSVR2 that's been confirmed so far, so you can start playing in a whole new way. Hi, I'm David Loving and you're watching Loving Tech Life. On this channel, I share my love of tech and gaming with tips, tutorials and reviews based on my experiences. Welcome. Okay, here's every game we know about so far that has a free upgrade from PSVR to PSVR2. Stick around until the end for a couple of cheeky extra games I've included that are not actually PSVR games, but do have a free update to PSVR2. After the Fall is from the team that brought you Arizona Sunshine and is an epic VR action FPS with intense 4-player co-op gameplay at its core. Team up with friends and take on a post-apocalyptic VR world filled with ferocious undead, mutated and twisted by the relentless cold. Since its release in 2021, the developer Vertigo Games has already grown the game so much and provided seasonal content updates with more maps, weapons and play modes. Now with PSVR2, Vertigo Games says that the improved version of the 4-player co-op title will reach an astounding level of immersion that will jolt players as they experience real haptic feedback, a 4K HDR display and a 110-degree field of view. After the Fall sees you start out in a shared space with up to 32 other players across all platforms, where players venture out into post-apocalyptic LA in squads of 4 in a bid to reclaim the city. You will get to explore a sub-zero LA, slay massive hordes, craft and explore a host of new maps, modes, threats and armory. This is releasing alongside the PSVR2 launch on the 22nd of February. Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder is an action-adventure game in wildland valleys where you explore old mines, nautical caves and ruins of ancient civilizations inspired by Western, dieselpunk and Lovecraftian themes. Supports co-op with up to 4 players. Developer VR Kiwi have announced a host of improvements taking full advantage of the new hardware. This includes graphical upgrades to resolution, frame rate, 4K textures, improved shadows and double the draw distance over the PSVR original. In addition, they've taken advantage of the adaptive triggers for the revolver, as well as all kinds of haptic feedback from the game that you will experience via the Sense controllers and headset. Multiplayer mode even uses eye tracking. Now you'll see where all the co-op players are looking in real time with the use of this feature. Apparently, this is the first time someone has actually done this, which is pretty cool. This is releasing alongside the PSVR2 launch on the 22nd of February. D-Day Enhanced. The original version of this game, Honor and Duty D-Day, is an online PvP shooter set during the D-Day landing in World War II. Players compete in team deathmatch, domination and free-for-all matches, or in a separate battle royale mode. Online games feature 16v16 matches, 32-player free-for-all and battle royale. In a fast-paced environment, players can drive tanks and jeeps across large maps in search of the enemy. Players rank up to unlock access to all 4 player classes, which each have different abilities. The developers of D-Day, Strange Games, have announced that they are reworking the maps, providing graphical enhancements, 3D spatial audio, as well as enabling 48 and possibly 64 players at once in-game to truly take advantage of the large-scale maps. They're also planning post-release content that will provide manual loading, weapon skins, new unlocks, overhauled level system, and more character skins. The release date is unconfirmed at this stage, but Strange Game Studios state a 2023 release is targeted. Dropship Commander is a single-player game inspired by early arcade classics like Lunar Lander. Take control of a dropship and try to land on platforms throughout a variety of hostile environments. The game features challenging missions with unique objectives and obstacles and provides an intense and exciting VR experience. At $7.99 USD, it's a cheap and cheerful option. Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue is a groundbreaking VR horror puzzle game where you sneak into your creepy neighbor's house to save your friend. The game is a spin-off of the popular stealth horror game Hello Neighbor and takes players on an immersive adventure in a creepy and mysterious world. Switch between characters to outsmart the AI. Each unique character has their own key items and skills. Switch between the perspectives of the rescue squad team members at will, solving puzzles and avoiding the neighbor as you attempt to reach the creepy basement. At this stage, there is no information on the PSVR2 specific features, but it would be a missed opportunity if the haptic feedback wasn't paired with the jump scares in this game. Job Simulator is a game where players perform comically exaggerated versions of everyday jobs in a futuristic setting where robots have taken over all employment. Players can relive the glory days of work by simulating the ins and outs of being a gourmet chef, an office worker, a convenience store clerk, and more. The game's simple and intuitive controls, mild intensity, and amusing premise make it a perfect starter title for gamers trying to get their VR legs, and it's become a staple among fans of the genre. The game introduces players to many of VR's core concepts, requiring players to complete simple tasks like stamping documents or pouring cups of coffee using VR motion controls. Since the game doesn't require any locomotion, it's also an excellent option for gamers with limited space or who prefer to play seated. Job Simulator on PSVR2 will include the Infinite Overtime Content update, which lets players carry on an endless night shift completing tasks. Developers Owlchemy Labs say the game has improvements for PSVR2, including enhanced audio stabilizers, haptic feedback, and 4K at 90 FPS image rendering. Kill It With Fire VR is a first-person action and comedy game developed by Casey Donlan Games. In the game, the player takes on a role of an exterminator who must rid the house of various types of spiders. Using a variety of weapons, tools, and tactics, the player must track down and eliminate spiders while causing as much destruction to the house as possible. The game features a humorous tone and physics-based gameplay, allowing players to use everyday objects to wreak havoc on the environment. The game includes various levels with different types of spiders and objectives, and also features a variety of unlockable weapons and upgrades to keep the gameplay fresh and engaging. Overall, Kill It With Fire provides a fun and lighthearted take on the classic first-person shooter genre. The developer stated that fans have been asking for a VR version of Kill It With Fire since the very first footage of the original game. They also stated, "I'm really happy that we can finally put horrifying spiders on a screen less than an inch from players' eyeballs." Kill It With Fire VR will release as a cross-buy title sometime in 2023. Kizuna AI Touch the Beat is a virtual reality rhythm game along the same lines as Beat Saber. The game features the popular virtual YouTuber Kizuna AI as the main character and offers players the opportunity to experience a unique music and rhythm game in a VR environment. Players use hand controllers to hit objects that appear in sync with the music, earning points and unlocking new songs and stages. The game also offers a story mode where players can interact with Kizuna AI and other virtual characters and progress through a narrative. With colourful visuals, catchy music, and a lively atmosphere, Kizuna AI Touch the Beat provides an entertaining and immersive experience for rhythm game fans and fans of Kizuna AI. Another cross-buy title, which means if you buy it for PSVR, it will work with PSVR2. The Light Brigade will see you mix physics-based gunplay with rogue-like mechanics themed around a classic battle of light versus dark. You'll become acquainted with various rifles, SMGs, pistols, and machine guns, alongside other gun attachments and magic spells, as you trapeze across procedurally generated battlegrounds. You loot enemies and treasure chests in the hopes of finding magic tarot cards that can be used to stack buffs and debuffs across a run. Plus, there's also new character classes and playstyles to unlock, which should hopefully keep the gameplay fresh across multiple sessions. Compared to the PSVR version, the Light Brigade takes advantage of the Sense controller haptics, and the graphics get a boost with effects such as shadows, volumetric fog, and HDR bloom. This is another cross-buy title, so free upgrade if you buy the PSVR version first. NFL Pro Era is the first fully licensed NFL VR simulation game that lets players experience what it's like to compete as the quarterback of their favorite NFL team. Thanks to its official license, it's using real-world data from the NFL to make it as authentic as possible. NFL Pro Era is available now with a free PSVR2 upgrade on the 22nd of February. No Man's Sky is a space exploration game developed and published by Hello Games. The game is set in a procedurally generated open-world universe, with players taking on the role of a space explorer who can travel between planets and star systems, gather resources, upgrade their equipment, and interact with various alien species. The game's features include crafting, survival, trading, and combat, and players can discover and name their own planets and species. The game also includes a multiplayer mode allowing players to explore the universe with friends. With its vast, unique universe, immersive gameplay, and frequent updates adding new content and features, No Man's Sky offers a truly endless and captivating space exploration experience. No Man's Sky is almost unrecognizable from its initial release. The game comes with all 20 major updates since launch. Another update coming our way is the upgrade for the PSVR2, the details of which are still unclear, but based on their previous updates, I think we can expect Hello Games to take full advantage of the PSVR2 features. If you're getting value from this video, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment below which of these titles you're most excited to experience with the PSVR2 upgrades. Pistol Whip is a virtual reality rhythm shooter game developed and published by Cloudhead Games. In the game, players move through levels that are set to music, shooting down enemies and dodging obstacles in a cinematic and stylized world. The game features a combination of arcade-style gameplay and a musical beat that drives the action, with players earning points for accuracy and speed. The game's levels are designed to challenge players with fast-paced action and intense shootouts, while the immersive VR environment enhances the sense of action and provides a unique and engaging experience. With its unique blend of music, shooting and immersive VR, Pistol Whip offers an intense and satisfying gameplay experience for fans of rhythm games and first-person shooters. The developer has advised us to expect an elevated Pistol Whip experience with the PSVR2, with new features such as fine-tuned haptics, finger touch detection, adaptive triggers, 4K HDR, 3D audio and SSD optimization. The PSVR2 version will be the best version available. Puzzling Places is a virtual reality puzzle game developed and published by Realities.io. In the game, players explore real-world locations that have been captured in 3D using photogrammetry and solve jigsaw puzzles by manipulating and rotating the pieces in a VR environment. The game's locations include real-world landmarks such as the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty, as well as other scenic locations from around the world. The game offers a unique and engaging way to experience and appreciate these real-world places, with players able to manipulate the puzzles at their own pace and in a realistic 3D environment. With its stunning visual design, engaging gameplay and unique use of VR technology, Puzzling Places offers a captivating and educational experience for puzzle and travel enthusiasts alike. What's new in the PSVR2 version? Higher visual fidelity with sharper textures, 120Hz refresh and higher resolution, eye tracking for enhanced piece selection, improved controller haptics and adaptive triggers, room scale support so you can puzzle in a larger play area, and a free PSVR2 exclusive 1000-piece puzzle. RC Airplane Challenge allows you to fly model airplanes in an arcade-style flight sim. Fly by yourself, offline, or with up to 32 players in online gameplay. Single player features the following 5 game modes. Free flight, where you fly casually around the map while practicing your RC skills, as well as looking for hidden items. Bomb drop, where you destroy as many targets as you can in this timed mode. Rings, where you fly through as many rings as you can, with each new ring becoming increasingly harder to hit. Balloon pop, where you pop as many balloons as you can in this timed mode, and time trial, where you complete this course as quick as you can in this race against time. At this stage, no specifics yet on the nature of the PSVR2 upgrades. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 1 is a virtual reality game developed and published by Skydance Interactive. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic New Orleans, where players take on the role of a survivor trying to navigate a world overrun by zombies. The game offers a mix of survival, combat and role-playing elements, with players needing to scavenge for resources, craft weapons and gear, and make choices that affect the game's storyline. The game's combat system is designed to be realistic and challenging, with players needing to manage their stamina, aim correctly, and avoid getting surrounded by zombies. The game also features a day and night cycle that affects gameplay, with zombies becoming more aggressive and dangerous at night. With its immersive VR environment, engaging gameplay, and compelling storyline, Saints and Sinners Chapter 1 offers a unique and intense zombie survival experience for fans of the genre. It will also provide the perfect jumping off point for Chapter 2, which is PSVR2 only and due to release in March 2023. You can pick up Chapter 1 on its own for $39.99 or in a bundle with Chapter 2 for $59.99 US. Song in the Smoke Rekindled is a virtual reality survival game developed and published by 17-Bit. The game is set in a prehistoric world where players take on the role of a hunter trying to survive in a harsh and dangerous environment. The game offers a mix of survival, exploration and crafting elements, with players needing to hunt for food, craft tools and weapons, and gather resources to survive. The game's world is inhabited by a variety of prehistoric creatures, some of which can be hunted for food or resources, while others pose a threat threat to the player. The game's environment is designed to be realistic and immersive, with changing weather conditions and a day and night cycle that affects gameplay. With its engaging gameplay, realistic VR environment, and unique prehistoric setting, Song in the Smoke Rekindled offers a challenging and satisfying survival experience for fans of the genre. Developer 17-bit has gone in depth with Digital Foundry on the changes for the PSVR2 in a very interesting interview, which I'll link on a card above. But in summary, the new game has a total graphical overhaul, providing a vastly improved image quality with a wider field of view. Foveated rendering is being used to provide a solid 90 FPS. Changes have been made to accommodate for a high dynamic range image. Eye tracking has been implemented for gameplay elements, and there are haptics on the controllers and the headset, as well as the adaptive triggers for tension on the bow. Song in the Smoke Rekindled is available to buy right now on the PS Store. Startenders is set in a futuristic world where players take on the role of a bartender working in a high-tech club. The game offers a mix of simulation and puzzle elements, with players needing to mix and serve cocktails for a variety of patrons, each with their own unique preferences and personalities. The game's mechanics are designed to be realistic, with players needing to learn the right techniques for mixing cocktails and managing the club's inventory. The game also features a storyline that unfolds as players progress, with the club's secrets gradually being revealed. With its immersive VR environment, engaging gameplay, and unique futuristic settings, Startenders offers a fun and satisfying experience for fans of simulation and puzzle games. Startenders is a cross-buy title available to purchase now. SYNTH Remastered is a virtual reality music game developed and published by Kluge Interactive. The game offers a mix of rhythm and fitness gameplay, with players needing to hit notes and move their body to the beat of the music. The game's mechanics are designed to be intuitive and easy to pick up, with players needing to reach out and grab the notes as they fly towards them. The game features a variety of music genres, including synthwave, EDM, and pop, with players able to choose from a variety of difficulty levels. The game's visual design is inspired by retro-futuristic aesthetics, with neon colors and geometric shapes that respond to the music. With its engaging gameplay, varied music selection, and stunning visual design, SYNTH Remastered offers an immersive and enjoyable experience for fans of music and rhythm games. Developer Kluge Interactive are touting the PSVR2 improvements that include next-gen performance, immersive haptics, enhanced visuals, and SSD optimizations for fast loading times. SYNTH is a cross-buy title available now for purchase. The Tale of ONOGORO is a VR action-adventure game that takes place in a steampunk version of a 1920s parallel world Japan. In this game, you control an unnamed deity who just got summoned to the island of ONOGORO by a maiden called Haru, a girl who got beaten up with the game's main villain, who got rid of some of her limbs and tied her to a magic stone, rendering her defenseless against a sheer amount of kami now scattered throughout the island. You team up with the said priestess to clean the island of all evil. The game's levels are comprised of simple puzzles where you need to use your spiritual guns to collect magical energy and shoot it in specific targets, some portal-inspired sections, as well as occasional combat section, which will always be pretty simple. The game shines the brightest when you're fighting humongous Shadow the Colossus-esque bosses. With its engaging gameplay, immersive VR environment, and stunning visual design, Tale of ONOGORO offers a unique and memorable experience for fans of action and puzzle games. Tale of ONOGORO is available now as a cross-buy title. Vacation Simulator is a virtual reality game developed and published by Owlchemy Labs. It is a sequel to the popular game Job Simulator and allows players to experience a fun and relaxing virtual vacation on a sunny beach. In the game, players can engage in a variety of activities such as building sandcastles, playing beach volleyball, cooking and eating food, and exploring the island. The game is designed to be a light-hearted and humorous experience that allows players to unwind and enjoy a virtual getaway. Vacation Simulator will come with its Back to Job DLC, which has players working at the island's poolside cabana to serve vacationers. As with Job Simulator, the developers say the game has improvements for PSVR2, including enhanced audio stabilizers, haptic feedback, and 4K image rendering. WINDLANDS 2 is a first-person action-adventure game that takes place in a beautiful open world filled with floating islands, ruins, and hidden secrets. Players take on the role of a hero with grappling hooks, allowing them to swing through the air and explore the world freely. The game features a single-player campaign with a story to uncover and enemies to defeat, as well as a co-op mode for up to 4 players to work together and explore the world. WINDLANDS 2 also includes various puzzles and challenges that test the player's skills and abilities, and a variety of unlockable upgrades and customization options to improve their character's performance. Sites are listing this one as a free upgrade to PSVR 2, but I'm not sure the developer has confirmed this 100% at this stage. SYNTH: The Last City is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game set in a vibrant and colourful world filled with magic and technology. Players create their own character and embark on quests and adventures to explore the world and uncover its secrets. The game features real combat, customizable skill trees, and a crafting system for creating and upgrading equipment. In addition to the main storyline, players can join guilds, participate in player versus player battles, and engage in group raids and dungeons. The game also boasts a dynamic weather system and day-night cycle that affects gameplay and events. With its immersive world and deep gameplay mechanics, SYNTH: The Last City offers a unique and engaging MMORPG experience. This is another cross-buy title available to purchase now. These next two titles are a cheeky addition since they are technically not PSVR titles, but they are free upgrades. Gran Turismo 7 is a racing game that allows players to experience the thrill of driving some of the world's fastest and most desirable cars on various tracks and circuits around the globe. The game features a wide range of vehicles from classic and vintage cars to modern supercars, all of which can be customized and tuned to the player's preferences. Gran Turismo 7 offers both a single-player campaign and online multiplayer mode, allowing players to compete with others around the world. The game boasts highly realistic graphics and physics, with attention paid to every detail of the cars and tracks, creating a highly immersive racing experience. Gran Turismo 7 also includes a variety of game modes, including time trials, circuit races, endurance races, and drift events, offering a range of challenges for players of all skill levels. This is the full game with everything apart from split-screen local multiplayer can be played using PSVR 2. Resident Evil Village is a survival horror game that continues the story of Resident Evil 7, following the adventures of protagonist Ethan Winters as he searches for his missing daughter in a mysterious and dangerous village. The game features a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and intense combat against a variety of enemies, including supernatural creatures and monstrous bosses. Players must scavenge for resources and craft items to survive, all while uncovering the dark secrets of the village and its inhabitants. The game boasts highly realistic graphics with stunning environments and chilling atmospheric effects. With its immersive world and thrilling gameplay, Resident Evil Village offers a terrifying and unforgettable survival horror experience. Resident Evil Village VR mode makes full use of the features of the PlayStation VR2, crisp graphics on a 4K HDR display, eye tracking, as well as 3D audio, all work together to stimulate your senses and put you in the heart of the action. Even though the PSVR2 is not backwards compatible, it does look like we may see some of the best PSVR experiences on the new headset for free. If you haven't experienced any of these games or even tried VR in general, you might be concerned about feeling motion sickness. If so, I recommend you check out this video by clicking or tapping the screen, and I'll see you in the next one.